What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So, looks like we've gotten some awesome news because we may be getting a new Crash Bandicoot game in 2019. Basically, this massive licensing magazine was recently published in which they talk a lot about, you know, certain merchandise regarding games and TV shows and movies and stuff like that. And part of it was an interview with a company, GBI, which they themselves do a lot of merchandising for games, as well as the Crash Bandicoot N-Sane Trilogy, of course, that came out last year. And so they spoke a bit with Max Arguile, who is the licensing manager at GBI, and this is what he had to say. It's quite interesting. He says, looking ahead to 2018, Max picks out Crash Bandicoot as the one to watch. The new game was a huge success at retail with no marketing spend. Next year it will be going broader. He means, by the way, 2018, because it's very likely that this was written up, I guess, last year still. So next year it will be going broader, Switch and PC, and there will be another game in 2019. Activision have a 5-year plan for this, and GBI is delighted to be fully on board for all products. So yeah, it looks like he does have some, you know, inside information about Crash Bandicoot, and that we may be, once again, getting a new game then next year. At the same time, of course, he starts off by saying that the first one was a huge success without any real marketing spend, which we already knew. You know, it sold a lot, even though Activision barely put up, like, commercials for it and stuff. So that was awesome to see. And then he says that basically this year in 2018 it will be going broader, Switch and the PC, which I find interesting because he doesn't mention an Xbox One version, although he may have forgotten about it, or, you know, I really do believe that it's coming to that platform too. I see no reason why not, because it's Activision after all. They want to make as much money as possible, and, you know, why not bring it out on all of these platforms. But, you know, we knew already for a very long time that there was some type of, likely at least, there was some type of contract with Sony for timed exclusivity for this Crash Bandicoot N-Sane Trilogy. You know, and knowing Activision, yeah, they would be bringing it out on other platforms at a later point. So we had heard rumors already for the last few months that certain other versions would be coming. And so looks like indeed it's coming to the Switch and the PC and maybe the Xbox One then too, which I would assume to be somewhere in this summer, probably like a full year after it came out on the PS4. I guess that's kind of what the contract was. But of course, you know, that's awesome for those people that haven't played it yet. But at the same time, the best news is obviously that, yeah, we are likely getting a new game in 2019, which, you know, at the same time, once again, it's kind of a no-brainer because the game did so well, but it's still awesome news for me because I just believe that, you know, right now we're just not seeing as many platformers as I would like, you know, like, there's certain other genres that keep getting game after game, but as far as platforming games goes, there's not a whole lot there, especially on the type of quality level that Crash Bandicoot was. Obviously, I enjoyed, you know, the 3 games in the N-Sane Trilogy a lot, had a blast getting the platinum in those, and I did so in just a few weeks, I believe, so I was just addicted to it. But as somebody who had never really played the original games, apart from the first one, you know, the PS1 version, yeah, it was just a blast all the way through. And I think that, you know, I really hope that with this new game that they're gonna do then in 2019, that they're gonna stick a bit more to the roots, to what those original 3 games were. Because we all know that when, you know, Naughty Dog made those games on the PS1, they were a massive success and everybody loved them. But as soon as Activision started making all the sequels on the PlayStation 2, you know, they started like making some crazy changes to it gameplay-wise at times, or then it was the character models and the art style that people didn't like about it. They just constantly kept changing things up a bit too drastically, you know, and those games never really lived up to the quality level that the original 3 games had. So, you know, I just really hope that with this new one, and, you know, that they've now seen pretty much like how much people love those 3 games with the N-Sane Trilogy, right? And that they stick a bit more to those. Take the same gameplay, but apply it to different types of levels, you know, new environments and stuff. Sure, do a bit of like innovation here and there and try to maybe add a couple of mechanics or, you know, new things that you can do in these levels. That's cool, of course, but stick more to the roots and don't go all out in trying to change it up again, because clearly it has been shown by now that's not what people want. But at the same time, people do definitely want Crash Bandicoot games, and so I hope that the future for the series now looks brighter than ever, pretty much. But that is what it looks like. So it's awesome to hear about this. He mentions as well that Activision has a 5-year plan for it, which I don't know if that means particularly towards the merchandise for the game, or that they are actually planning on bringing out even more games after that. But I guess that kind of depends on the success of, the new game again. So, yeah, it's just very good news in general, I would say. I very much look forward to seeing, of course, what the new Crash Bandicoot game will bring. And I can't wait to see it announced and what it actually looks like. So, let me know how you feel about it in the comments. What do you think a new Crash Bandicoot game needs to do compared to the N-Sane Trilogy as far as changing things up and stuff? And then, with that being said, of course, make sure you let me know in the comments how you feel about it. And then for now, thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and hope to see you again next time.